welcome back to another episode of Through the Lenses with Civil Engineers. My name is Anushka Jha and I'm going to be your host for today's episode. So, with us today we have Samidha Pathak, a female civil engineer who is currently an R&D engineer at Nuevoco Corporate Limited. She is interned at Nagpur Metro Rail Corporate Limited. And apart from this, she has also contributed in writing for Youth Tech Women Empowerment. Ma'am, we are really privileged to have you. So, apart from this, would you like to add up some your other achievements in your introduction or something like
that? So like for any civil engineer, his or her particular achievement is solving any challenges. So be it be anything, I'm always passionate about engineering and problem solving. So whatever there are certain issues at stake and all. So I like to get involved in that a lot. Apart from this, I have participated in research and technological developments for international conferences at St. Petersburg Mining University, etc. And currently I'm working in the research and product development of building materials company.
Okay. So, the first question, I just personally also I want to know that why particularly civil engineer? Like there are so many, like if we talk about the current scenario, IT engineering is on its peak. So why civil engineering in particular? Was it a family choice or was it your personal preference or just life or what was it?
I have faced this question many times. So, and every time I answer it in a different way. So the thing is, like many people ask me that you have a good scholastic background, you had good academic record. Then why did you choose civil engineering? You could have easily been opted for computer science and all. But let me clear it in the first go that I am a civil engineer by choice and not by chance. So from childhood itself, I was passionate about bridges, structures, and like civil engineering deals with the almost three important components like food, clothing, and shelter. So shelter and irrigation, these both means water development, these both the technologies are being addressed by civil engineering. And the problem solving part, that also goes hand in hand, troubleshooting and problem solving. So that was another reason to add a feather on it.
Okay, so it was a personal preference, like you from childhood only you were fond of this construction and all stuff for particularly. Okay, that's great. So like as you said, it's more of practical knowledge is more important. Like even I've read a lot of bios of civil engineers, like the interning during their 4 years of education. They intern a lot, they take part in a lot of practical knowledge. Practical knowledge is very important. So but with respect to your current field, obviously, so what is like during this pandemic, a lot of currently the students who are pursuing civil engineering has missed the opportunity. So I mean, theoretically they are gaining, obviously, but what is the take on this?
So the takeaway can be, now we are moving into digitalization or digital technologies. So setting from, we have sites, we have production works even at the remote places. But however, everything can be categorized. With the technological investments and with the post-pandemic scenario, there is a robust demand for which civil engineering can rise upon. And it is expected that by 2022, India will emerge as the third largest construction market in the entire world. So there are attractive opportunities in the form of smart cities. Then the Amrut mission is there. Then again, NHAI and all, we have just 24% of the 4-lane national highways. So we have a scope to expand over there also. So there is going to be a huge infrastructural stride in all the branches, in all the disciplines of civil engineering. And though students are missing the opportunity for pursuing physical internships over there, but post jobs they can have, because internship is very important. Once you get the touch of the thing, once you face the actual problem, till theoretically it seems to be very well to understand that what is going on and what not. But when you actually fall in the shoes of something, that is when you face problem solving. That is when you learn to deal with challenges. And we can see that the FDI investment, so 13% of the share inflow from FDI has fallen into the infrastructural segment. So there is no dearth of opportunities. There is a dearth of skill. So we need to imbibe ourselves with those skills. We need to put ourselves in challenges and learn the capability of problem solving. That is the most important thing every civil engineer should do.
So there is no shortage of opportunities. You should be dedicated and skilled. So that's the main concern. If you are even if you are not able to intern, but there would be a lot of future opportunities. There would be an issue. Great. So it's again a question about the field. You are like, I feel like this is much of a male-dominated industry. So have you ever faced any kind of challenge or any kind of biasness or any like struggles to be like a female, to be precise, a female civil engineer in this field?
Okay. So first of all, engineering has no sex. It is a
It
unisexual
doesn't.
discipline.
But like I have interviewed, like I have seen interviews a lot of. So the ratio of male engineers is more. Like maybe it's changing, but like for past a year or two, I have seen. So like, so have you particularly faced any kind of challenges as a female in this field, civil engineering?
Yeah, so you rightly said it, that it is a male dominant society. Like if among 30%, if women are there in civil engineering workforce, so only 1.5% of them are in the techno commercial or technical background. The others are like construction laborers or supporting or in the supply chain jobs. So the ratio is quite low. But what I have observed is that in whatever it is said, those myths are there regarding that it is a male dominant society. So these are certain pre-assumptions or some customs which a woman should break herself on first on her own.
Because I'm also from not this background. So again, you said that it's a myth, because the thing I am told or I've seen, I'm not like
agreed.
So I had this thing too unclear.
Yeah. So there are myths prevailing, but a woman should not take that as a gospel foothold to hold her back. She should view herself as a challenge, because it is all about analysis, calculation, and creativity. So she can have, means like in the where I work in the organization, I have very good male counterparts working with me, very good mentors and all. So who actually support me in some sense, like in physical aspects, somewhere women have a lesser contribution, but like there I get the support. So it's all upon you, how you and capture the opportunity, how you deal with people and all.
Okay, so that's
like sanitation and all these are a few basic issues which are faced on sites, because like they are in remote places and women don't frequently visit over there. So sanitation remains an issue. But like when we take to male and female, so yeah, I have not faced any such issue yet.
That's great, and I hope it never comes in your
yeah.
But yeah, that's great. If the main aim is like you have to be passionate and you have to be, very skilled for this field, irrespective of your gender. You can. That's great. So, is there any general mistakes or you have made or you have witnessed or you have seen which you would like to share with our current audience, especially the civil engineers? Just want to aware them.
Okay. Yeah. So, like, if there are budding civil engineers, the first it is mistakes. We are bound to make mistakes, and it is from the mistakes that we learn well. So there are certain experiences which take, and to cite, there can be some examples. When I was working on fiber reinforced concrete, so like I had forgotten to taken in my first go, there was some error in calculating the densities, and that had led to complete vice versa of what I wanted to do. That was at a lab level, and no such thing. But then a small mistake can make many errors or many big things to happen. So attention to details is the most important thing which we need to pay attention. And there are minute things, there are observations. Observation is the key for any civil engineer, because we tend to observe there are different types of structures. Every phenomenon is different, and that needs to be encapsulated, visualized, and then created. So that is the first learning which I got from my mistake. And then like no such error or blunder on the bigger part. but it's from the mistakes we learn, and with experience, they get solved, they get resolved.
So the one you said, the mathematical error, which the density, calculating density. So just main thing is like even in school or something like that, you have to like rectify your whatever the result is. Just rectify with all this. Yeah, that's one of the tiniest thing, but it has a bigger impact. Okay. So lastly, ma'am,
Cross verification.
cross verification, exactly. You have to verify your answers again and again. Okay. So lastly, would you like to take us through like a walk through your journey as of now, like in short, brief, like till now, from the very beginning till now, just in a small, brief way?
Okay. So like after completion of schooling and all, I pursued my engineering and specialization, that is Masters of Technology in Civil Engineering from Vishweshwariya National Institute of Technology, Nagpur, VNIT. And then like the entire 6 years, 4+2 of my engineering background. So I was not just restricted to academics or something. So these 6 years are the most important visionary years of our life, when we actually have the chance to develop our personality, not just as an engineer, but as an individual. So like engineering is not just collecting the notes a previous night and striving or writing down scribbling down something to get 40 out of 100. So first of all, we should come out of that notion. Engineering should be viewed as a challenge. It should be viewed as a problem solving ability. So I participated in many conferences, national, international, regional, all. Then I was also a part of Regional Students Forum and Indian Students Forum from the Indo-US collaboration of emerging engineering challenges. So we had many visits, we had many discussions, and actual problem solving like recycling of mine water or construction of structures without reinforcement and all. So all such grassroots level problems, we didn't have a visionary roadmap. But then it is through mentors, experts, and all. We came to a problem. We learned to brainstorm it. There were many friends along with me, and then slowly, all this started getting into a rhythm. Then internships, I gave a major attention. So lift irrigation scheme, we don't have many in India through drip irrigation. So drip through lift irrigation scheme was one of the internships I did at. Then second was at the Nagpur Metro. So and the third one was at Mumbai Metro. Okay. Even my MTech project I did in about Mumbai Metro, and that was about recycling the muck or the when tunnels and all will be made underground. So whatever waste is being generated, can it be reutilized? Okay. So that is where we get into the aspect called sustainability, because we need not restrict to ourselves. We have the resources. We need to think of the future generations, and we need to pass on these resources to them. So sustainability should be an important pillar that should be covered into engineering. And then I had appeared for many government jobs as well and got selected, but personally didn't feel to go there since I was interested in research and development. And here at Nuvoco Vistas, I came across many good mentors and all. So entire journey started getting streamlined. Apart from that, I was passionate about reading and writing columns.
Yeah,
so
but the writing
wrote,
thing, I was really like impressed like with the writing thing. So would you like to say something about like a brief about what was it?
Yeah. So throughout the day, when we are immersed in technology, calculations, technical stuff and all, so there is something which provides us relaxation to the mind. So for me, it is reading. It can be reading anything, fiction, technology and all. But however, then I also went into writing or encapsulating that stuff, that it should reach maximum people. So I had wrote a weekly column series on youth enlightenment, then about women empowerment, that women should not hold themselves back. That since under the tag of women, they should be vigilant, they should be careful, but they should be ready to face any opportunity that comes in the plate. Otherwise, if we refuse the opportunity, then we have to stand back, that we are deprived of it.
Have to be opportunistic.
So, yeah, grab opportunities, be opportunistic, That was my whole and soul aim. And then what are the essential factors that help like decision making, critical thinking, brainstorming? So all these issues I started studying, and then I thought that a summary or a gist of it should be shared with maximum among them, so that people come to know. And that is how I developed and started writing.
Okay, that's great. And yeah, I guess that's it from my side. It was like really informative and insightful session for me. A lot of things I was not aware I came across and got to know. And thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you all to be with us again. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks Anushka for the opportunity.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thank you so much.